Music is a very important part of your reception. Here with me today is Jay Yager.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Jay.
Nice to see you.
You as well.
Nice hat.
Oh, thank you. Nice hat. Very nice hat. So, Jay, how important, how significant is music to a reception?
It's the most important part. Now, it's easy to say that because I'm a musician. But the fact is, you will never find somebody say, remember Jimmy and Sarah's wedding 10 years ago? That was the greatest filet mignon I ever ate.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't mean that that wasn't important, but what people do remember is, remember how much fun that was? Remember we just went crazy at that wedding? Remember people were throwing babies in that wedding? Well, that's going to happen because of your entertainment.
Yeah.
And in a wedding, the entertainment we're predominantly talking about is music, so it's extremely important.
So let's say a bride and groom is in the process of deciding between all the different options that are out there when it comes to the music, such as a DJ, a band, having their uncle come and just flip music on the iPod.
Sure.
What would you say to a bride who's deciding between all these different elements?
Well, there's really two things that go into it. Number one, what is it that you love?
Okay.
Okay, do you love DJ'd music? Do you love a DJ? Do you love having just one individual? Is live music important to you? And that's where the band aspect comes in, is having it performed live. And to some people, there is nothing like that. It can't be replicated, despite the fact that no one will ever play Thriller by Michael Jackson the way Michael Jackson did on his record.
Yes.
To have someone come in and do a great version of that song may be vastly more important to them. And the other aspect, beyond knowing what you love, is your budget.
Okay.
Because budgets do range, and they start very low from having your uncle come in and playing through his own sound system, up to having a premier band, hiring Earth, Wind, and Fire for your wedding. You can certainly do that, but we're certainly talking different scales of economy.
So the next question I have for you is, so let's say that bride and groom has decided that they are going to get a band. How do they decide between all the different options that are out there? How do they pick the band that's the right one for them?
Interesting. If they are living in the local area where they're going to be married, get out and see the bands. If at all possible, go see them live.
That makes
because
sense.
You're not hiring what they sound like. You're hiring who they are. You're hiring their personality. Whether it's a band or it's a DJ.
Yeah.
You're hiring their personality, so you need to
Definitely.
see how that interacts with human beings in a real life environment. That's why it's important. And again, whether it's a band or a DJ, there's always going to be professionals who are going to recommend to you. Your event professional at your facility is going to say, we have an A-list of bands.
Yep, that makes sense.
And here's 5 bands. Call any of them, they're going to do a great job.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's right, but that doesn't mean that all 5 of them are going to do the job that you in your mind have pictured for what you want.
They won't necessarily be the right personality connection
Correct.
with you. Now, Jay, you've got quite a few different things that you do. What is the extent of the Jay Yager awesomeness?
I don't know that there is any Jay Yager awesomeness.
There's no limit. There's no limit to it.
Well, I personally have things that kind of grew out of my life as a musician and as a band musician specifically. Okay. So I'm in a band called the Audiostars, which is one of the bands in the Capital Region that you can hire for weddings and for other events. I perform acoustically as well, solo, duos, trios, that kind of thing, which I love doing. And it's an entirely different way of presenting and having your music come through. Totally different personalities we were talking.
So you could actually have the Audiostars come and play the reception, but then you individually play the cocktail hour.
And in fact, that happens sometimes.
Because that sounds like a great combo.
I'm not looking, again, just to backtrack a little bit, I'm never interested in just booking me.
Yeah.
What I want them to do, them being the client,
Yeah.
is to have exactly what's going to make them go, man, this is awesome,
Yeah.
at any point during their day.
Awesome.
Their wedding or their event.
So
that's what I care about. And then the other thing that I offer, to get back to your other question, is I have a company that grew out of being in a band and having a lot of equipment in my house and in my warehouse, which is Jay Yager Sound System Rentals. And that is for the person who wants to simply, essentially DJ their own wedding. It is an entire DJ setup with no DJ. In scales of economy, you have from renting a sound system, which is very inexpensive and easy, through somebody like Jay Yager Sound System Rentals, or there's many companies out around the country, all the way up to having a full band. And again, if you were hiring, Earth, Wind, and Fire, you're going to spend a couple $100,000 to have them at your wedding. But you can do that.
You can do that. Again,
what's
if you
your
have
budget
that
and what's
unlimited checkbook, then that is an option. Well, Jay, it's been fantastic. I really appreciate you taking the time to come to the studio. And
thanks for having me.
I'll see you out in the field.
I will. Pleasure.
Thanks, man. So that's it for today. Check back soon for some more great tips. So first off the record, I love the hat.
I knew where I was coming. I have to wear hats because I'm bald. So you're a young guy and you still have hair. When you become an old guy and you have no hair, you have to go to the hat store.
Yeah, but you wear a quality fedora. We've got a whole wall of them.
Now you've got 50 of them.
Yeah. Well, no,
That's
not
what
50.
happens when you become a famous videographer like yourself.
We should talk about you.
Okay. I'd rather not.
Hi, are you going to block the shot again? Yep. No, okay, we're done.